Yoga is not just the asanas. It's emotional integration, spiritual elevation with a touch of mystic element which gives you a glimpse of something which is beyond all imagination. See, yoga is a complete science. It unites body, mind and spirit and the universe. Yoga brings that much needed and longed for peace and ecstasy in every individual. Not only that, it also makes such a big difference in one's behavior pattern, thought pattern, one's attitude. For a sane living or sane life these days, yoga is almost indispensable. It is not only about exercise. Of course, exercise is a part of it. Yoga postures are part of yoga, no doubt. See, every baby is a yogi. If you look at a baby, the postures definitely the baby does. But its attitude, the way it breathes, the perceptual ability, the sharpness, and the ability to stay in the present moment, all these qualities of a yogi, a baby exhibits. So yoga should not be limited or misunderstood as just some exercise. It's a holistic development, expression and connection of human life. Yogi is not someone who just have to have long hair, beard or being weird. Yogi is someone becoming skillful, someone who is calm and serene, someone who is happy, someone who is content, someone who is like a child. For every baby is a yogi and every yogi is a baby. Otherwise, not a yogi. Mind you, it's not being childish, it's not being not growing up. It's childlike simplicity, it's childlike freshness, childlike mind without any inhibition or arrogance. That is a sign of a yogi. A prejudice-free mind with freshness and sincerity, fearlessness. Children are not afraid, if it's a healthy child. These qualities emerge spontaneously. And keenness of observation. Anything you see, there is such certain keenness in observation. If these qualities are not present, someone is simply teaching an exercise, lift your hand and leg and bend down or bend up, and it only strain your muscles and your joints. A yogi is someone whose consciousness is developed. Yoga, though born in India, belongs to the whole humanity. You can't limit any knowledge on this planet to geographical condition. If you limit the knowledge to a geographical condition, then it is not universal. It loses its magnanimity, it loses its dignity. Though yoga was conceived in the ancient Sanatana Dharma, ancient tradition, it doesn't limit itself to a set of ideology or theories. It opens its avenue to people of the world. Is technology against any religion? So yoga is a technology. Yoga is a technique which would enable you to be more energetic, more happy, more compassionate. Which religion says you should not be compassionate? Which religion says you cannot be happy? Which religion says you should not be friendly and your behavior should not be loving? When yoga is such a technology which removes stress, which removes anger, greed, all these negative emotions from you, how can someone think this as anti-religion or against their faith? If they think so, it is their ignorance. Because yoga gives freedom to think to people. Is freedom against a religion? Does not religion bring you freedom, inner freedom? So the purpose and goal of all faith is to bring peace, love, freedom, and a sense of belongingness and brotherhood and sisterhood with the whole planet. And yoga is the technology to achieve these goals of faith. See, yoga karmasu kaushala, that means yoga is skill in action. The skill is to see how you keep your spirit uplifted, your energy not drained, and yet the job gets done. And this comes only by yoga. So usually when you do some work, you tend to drain yourself. You tend to exhaust yourself. By the time the fruit of action comes, you are unable to even enjoy it because you are totally drained and devastated. So yoga is that skill which keeps your spirit alive, keeps your energy high, and yet brings you achievement. Meditation is like the soul, and everything else is like dressing on it. This is the real substance. You can't have a body without a soul, and you can't have just soul without the body. So meditation and then breathing technique, pranayama, then asanas. Now some people think that, okay, I had to master non-violence, truth, and all this yama, niyama, and then someday I can attain samadhi. Patanjali had called the 8 limbs develop simultaneously. He would have said it 8 steps to yoga. He has been very, very precise and very careful in using the words here. Patanjali has always said 8 limbs. See, in a womb, a baby does not first develop the legs and then develop the arms, or then develop the head. So all the limbs get developed simultaneously. All the 8 limbs of yoga, not 8 steps to yoga. Steps means, okay, one after another, you master one, then you go to the next, then you go. No, here, to the degree you are truthful, to the degree you practice non-violence, to that degree you will be proficient in pranayama, to that degree you will be going deep into meditation. And it's the other way also is true. You can start with meditation and then you will see truth, non-violence, everything becomes part of your life. And this is in our experience. The hardcore criminals, we first teach them a little bit meditation. As soon as one learns meditation, one finds the anger has disappeared, peace has come, the value of non-violence, and the character building, all these values simultaneously come up. So they all have to go together, and they go together. Wonder is the preface to yoga. The ancient rishis have said, Vismayo Yoga Bhumika. A sense of wow or wonder is a preface for yoga. When your observation of yourself and the nature creates a wow in you, then a mysticism dawns in your life. Then that connection to something ethereal, something so beautiful, something so concrete yet very abstract comes up in our life. If you don't wonder, you are not a yogi, and when the wonderment that anyone faces anywhere will lead you to yoga.